Welcome back. Today we have a fascinating story about a tech genius who lost it all and the lessons we can learn from his mistakes. This guy was at the top of his game, making millions from his tech startup, living the dream life in Silicon Valley. But then it all came crashing down. He lost everything. His company, his fortune, his lavish lifestyle. What went wrong? That's what we're going to uncover today. This isn't just about one person's downfall. It's about understanding the psychology of money, something that no one teaches you in school. And let's start by looking at one of the most successful investors of all time, Warren Buffett. Most people know him as the Oracle of Omaha, the guy who built a massive fortune through smart investing. Buffett's strategy is all about patience and long-term thinking. He's been preaching for years about the power of compound interest, calling it the eighth wonder of the world. Compounding is like a snowball effect. The longer you let your investments grow, the more they generate, and the bigger that snowball gets over time. Even if you start with a small amount of money, consistent investing over a long period can lead to significant wealth. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to work for you. The principles are the same whether you're investing $100 a month or $10,000. It's about consistency and discipline. Real wealth, lasting wealth, is built over time. It's about making smart investments and letting them grow. Just like planting a tree, you have to nurture it, give it time, and eventually it will bear fruit. Remember, investing isn't about timing the market perfectly, it's about time in the market. Now let's talk about a crucial distinction, the difference between getting rich and staying rich. Earning a lot of money is one thing, but holding on to it, growing it, and not letting it slip away, that's a whole different game. Take Jesse Livermore, for example. He was a legendary stock trader in the early 20th century, known for his incredible ability to predict market moves and make a fortune. At one point, he was worth over $100 million. That's like being a billionaire today. But despite his genius, Livermore lost it all, multiple times. He made and lost fortunes throughout his career, ultimately taking his own life. Livermore was a master at speculation, but he never quite mastered the art of preserving his wealth. He was prone to taking excessive risks, and he lacked the discipline to protect his winnings. His story is a cautionary tale, a reminder that getting rich is one thing, but staying rich requires a different set of skills. It's about having the discipline to save, to live below your means, and to avoid the temptation to blow it all on flashy cars, expensive watches, and a lifestyle you can't truly afford. Money magnifies who you are. If you're irresponsible with a little bit of money, you'll be irresponsible with a lot of money. Remember, it's not about how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. Now, let's talk about a concept that's often misunderstood. The difference between looking rich and being rich. In today's world, it's easy to get caught up in the appearances of wealth. We're bombarded with images of luxury cars, designer clothes, extravagant vacations, all the trappings of a wealthy lifestyle. But true wealth isn't about showing off. It's not about impressing others with material possessions. True wealth is often hidden. It's about what you don't see. It's about the investments you've made, the assets you've accumulated, and the financial security you've built for yourself and your family. Imagine two neighbors, both earning the same six-figure salary. One neighbor drives a flashy sports car, wears designer clothes, takes exotic vacations, and lives in a luxurious mansion. The other neighbor drives a modest car, shops for value, enjoys simple pleasures, and lives in a comfortable but not extravagant home. From the outside, it's easy to assume that the first neighbor is wealthier, but the second neighbor might be the one with the true wealth. They understand that true wealth isn't about keeping up with the Joneses. It's about building a secure and fulfilling life. Now, let's talk about one of the most fundamental yet often overlooked aspects of building wealth: saving. It might sound simple, even obvious, but many people struggle with this concept. They make good money, but they spend it all and then some, living paycheck to paycheck, trapped in a cycle of consumerism. Saving isn't just about putting money aside for a rainy day. It's about developing a mindset of financial discipline, of living below your means, and of prioritizing long-term financial security over short-term gratification. So how do you become a better saver? It starts with tracking your expenses. You need to understand where your money is going each month. Are you spending more than you earn? Are there areas where you can cut back without sacrificing your quality of life? Once you have a clear picture of your cash flow, you can start setting realistic savings goals. It's about making choices that align with your long-term financial goals. Start small, be consistent, and watch your wealth grow over time. Let's talk about something that nobody likes to think about, the unexpected. Life throws curveballs, it's unpredictable, and no matter how well you plan, things can and will go wrong. When it comes to your finances, being prepared for the unexpected is crucial. This is where the concept of leaving room for error comes in. It's about acknowledging that your financial plan, no matter how well crafted, is not foolproof. There will be unexpected expenses, market downturns, job losses, medical emergencies. Life is full of surprises, and not all of them are pleasant. That's why it's essential to have a financial cushion, a margin of safety to absorb these unexpected blows. This means having an emergency fund, ideally 3 to 6 months worth of living expenses, set aside in a safe and accessible account. This fund is your financial lifeline, your peace of mind, knowing that you can weather a financial storm without going into debt or derailing your long-term goals. Leaving room for error is about acknowledging the uncertainty of life and building in a buffer to protect yourself from the unexpected. Have you ever noticed how some people buy expensive things they can't afford to impress people they don't even like? This is the essence of what I call the paradox of the man in the car. It's the idea that we often spend money we don't have to buy things we don't need to impress people who don't matter. Think about it. Why do we feel the need to project an image of wealth and success, even when it comes at the expense of our own financial well-being? It all boils down to insecurity, to seeking validation from external sources, to trying to fit in or impress others. But here's the paradox. This pursuit of external validation often backfires. True wealth is about having the freedom to live life on your own terms, to pursue your passions, to give back to others, and to not be beholden to material possessions. So, the next time you're tempted to make a purchase to impress someone else, ask yourself, is it really worth it? Let's talk about a common misconception that can lead to judgment and financial missteps. The idea that people who make different financial choices than us are somehow foolish. We often look at others' spending habits, their investment strategies, their overall approach to money, and shake our heads in disbelief, wondering how they could be so irresponsible or naive. But here's the thing. Personal finance is deeply personal. What might seem like a foolish financial decision to one person might make perfect sense to another, based on their individual circumstances, their values, their goals, and their risk tolerance. For example, someone who prioritizes experiences over material possessions might choose to spend their money on travel and adventure, even if it means driving an older car or living in a smaller home. Someone who values security and stability might prioritize saving and investing over lavish spending, even if it means delaying gratification in the short term. The point is, there's no one-size-fits-all approach to personal finance. What matters is that you're making conscious, informed decisions that align with your own values and goals. Instead of judging others for their financial choices, let's focus on understanding the why behind their decisions. Remember, everyone is fighting their own battles, and what might seem like a foolish financial decision to us might be the best choice they could make given their circumstances. This story and the book, The Psychology of Money, teach us invaluable lessons on how to become and stay rich. It's not always about being the smartest person in the room. It's about understanding your own psychology, your biases, and developing the discipline to make smart choices with your money. If you want to multiply your wealth and maintain it, understanding the psychology of money is crucial. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content like this. And remember, the journey to financial freedom starts with a single step.